Hey guys, it is Ryan, Feathers Elite Racing Pigeon Network. It is our time, your time, our time, his time, her time, your time, their time. Whose time is it? Maybe it's Shoof's time. Guys, Ryan, Feathers Elite Racing Pigeon Network. We're going to start the Monday night virtual pigeon club where you can talk about anything related to pigeons and outside of pigeons. Maybe it's beer related, maybe it's shoof related. Maybe you want to call somebody an asshole. You can do that. This is a show that you can do that at, and you won't get kicked out from. Maybe we're going to laugh. Maybe we're going to look down on you. Maybe we're going to think you're the greatest human on this planet. But it starts in 3, 2, 1. Yeah, I got one over here. Or you can bring that one in. Yeah, take your time. Just relax.
Oh boy.
You see, no matter what way you look at it, a Choof beer opener is one of the very best. Guys, it is the Monday Night Virtual Pigeon Club. Yes! And we got a legendary drink. We got a brand new one. We got the Choof Flamboroso Malolo blah, 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 so this is the raspberry Choof. We're going to do it. Marcel Kurlemans is on the bottle. Leah, you did not try ever one of these, but I'm on my fourth.
Oh boy. If you're on your fourth,
Back
it's
to
going to
you.
be an exciting show. We want to welcome everybody to the Monday night virtual pigeon club where we talk anything and everything to do with pigeon racing. Everyone is welcome, especially our Feathers Elite family. Shoot number one of the evening. We're doing a taste test of the Raspberry Special Edition Shoot. We hope you guys have your beverages and your popcorn ready to go. Don't forget that this club works best when you all participate. What does that mean? It means post your questions and comments in the chat. Don't forget, of course, to like and subscribe. Make sure you, if you're watching on YouTube, you hit that notification bell so you know whenever we go live next. And don't forget to vote in tonight's club poll over on YouTube. Tonight's poll is all about training. And how many times do you guys train your young birds before sending them to the first race of the season? They've got 4 options there, which I will read out to you here momentarily. So there's no right or wrong answer here, guys. It's an anonymous poll, so you can vote in tonight's poll, and we will check in with the results about midway through. Having some fun here on a Monday night. Oh, who do we got here in the house? We have Joe in the house. Says it's shift time. Happy club night, everyone. And Ryan, as you hold the raspberry shoof there, I've got Joe's shoof that he just poured just before the club meeting started. What are we thinking about that pour, Ryan? What are we thinking?
Oh my, wiggle my ears and tickle my toes. That's exactly what the Shoofs would say. He's got it in a bowl. Guys, you see the bowl? Look, these are the glasses that are bowls. Call them bowl glasses. Okay? This shit makes your beer taste better. It does it. You're not going to look like you're on the left side of the fence. You're not gay. You're not transgender. You like beer with flavor. Have you ever felt bloated? Like, you're going to fart, shit your pants? If you pour your beers into the bowls, I don't care if you're drinking Coronas, you're drinking Coors Light, Well, you won't get the head on those, but you see the head on that deer? He's got it in the bowl. It's breathing. He is not going to fart or shit his pants. He will not do it, Leah. I promise you, Joe. He's gas free this evening. Back to you, Leah.
Thank you for sharing that with us, Joe. Enjoy your shoof. Lucky Lou in the house says, good evening, everyone. Good evening to you, Lucky Lou. Jeff Henderson in the house says, good morning from down under. Happy Tuesday morning to you, Jeff. Hope it's a good one. We have Jean Caudle, 6703. Over on YouTube says, get off, Ryan. Do what you do best. With a big old strong arm for you. Michael Peebler in the house says, good evening. Good evening, Peeves. Nice to see you on. Lucky Lou says, by the way, I did see your training session today. Looks like I'm right about Group 2. Good to see. Yeah, we missed you. We missed you, Lou, on today's trainer. But I am glad that you were able to watch it. They are coming along quite nicely, our Group number 2. We've got Teal Loss in the house says, good evening, everyone. Good evening to you, friend. Joe says, damn, I can't find the raspberry. You're fourth. Ryan is already 6 innings into the game. Yeah, it's going to be a fun Monday night. Darren Swan asks, if you could pick a kit of Youngbirds for next year, who would it be? Oh boy. We're starting with the tough questions already, right off the hop.
I picked the young birds in the end of January, early February. Who would they be from? Well, that's the first step. Get them at that age. If you're flying sprint, you want them from the sprint guys, I think, in this area, the local area. Robin Van Leuven, Marcel Kurlemans, Stefan Lambrechts, even Dirk Vandenbalk, sure. Patrick Book, sure, 100%. But at the right age is very important. Back to you, Leah.
And why would you say at the right age is very important? Knowing what you know now, because I'm pretty sure probably your answer maybe last year would be different than your answer now. So from your experience, why would you say that? Let everybody know why.
It's not different. It's just you got to be on the. You want to try and be on the same level as your concurrents. So if all the concurrents have them early January, February, those are the ones that they're going to go to battle with. And you have young pigeons that you're weaning in April, they are they're behind in loft flying. They're behind the whole way. Not that they're not good, not that they're not going to win. They're just behind. Just a little. They're just far enough behind to say the hill's not this. So like January, there's no hill. February, there's a little hill. March is a little hill. April and May and June, you're backwards. Back to you.
Yes, that's what we have found. Right, you want to get them off to a head start, nice and early, especially where Ryan is there, where the competition is fierce, and everybody gets their young birds up going quite early in the season. Of course, due to the great weather that you have there in Belgium in the spring season. As we heard from Marcel, right? He gets his up and gets them going already March, April.
Yeah. We have end of February, Marcel's birds are flying. They're flying 25, 30 minutes. And what we're doing here is we're playing with, we're behind the 8 ball and we're not complaining about it. It's not a bad thing. We're not saying the birds are no good. No, we're playing with the cards that we've been dealt. And we're good with that. And you know what? They're doing very, very well. Leah, back to you.
They are. They're doing excellent. And if there's one thing that we like to do, Ryan, myself, and Feathers Elite, we like, how do you call it? Baptism by fire. And I would say that this season has been that baptism by fire. But we are learning, and we are learning quickly. And considering the hand we were dealt, we are, you are, the birds are doing incredible. Lucky Lou says, well, I haven't seen them here in Canada, so maybe you should send us one talking about the Shoofs.
Guys, I can't just send you a shoof. I know I look like one of the elves, but I can't do it. And if you want, you come on the tour. You're going to taste it. You're going to go to the factory. And if Shoof is watching, look at look at the guy on the left in that photo. He is an oversized Shoof. Stephen Collins, Heather, Stephen, nice to see you on this evening. But if you guys can find them, especially the cherry, raspberry's good, a little dry on the tongue, but very good, really good, real cold. And I recommend if you can get the cherry or the raspberry shoof, I would put raspberries and cherries in the freezer and get them real hard. And then when I pour my drink, I would add those to it. I'd add three or four. It's going to add like an ice cube so you can take your time and enjoy that beer. The beer is very good, very flavorful. And if Shoof is watching your tour, the girl you had doing the tour, fantastic. But you need to get into Pigeon, Shoof. Back to you.
Lee Smith says, looks like a nice beer, Ryan. Nice to see you back on, Lee Smith. Joe says, did you ever mention who is the breeder of Lear 41 and 42? I'm impressed how the Lear birds as a whole are performing so far. You know who it is. I mean, I can actually look it up. Do you remember? It's obviously the same guy. Do you remember what his name is? Is it
Ah,
Danny Mars or I
no,
can look it
no.
up.
Danny Mars is the 73 and the 788. The 782 and 482 and 41. I can't remember who the breeder is. Ricky picked them. They are nice. They are performing very, very well. And again, that's the quality you can find, but you have to go and look for it. Are they perfect in the hands? No. But right now, they're doing everything. They've been in the prizes every race we've played. And to me, dollars and cents, very good pigeons.
I will. I'm going to look it up here, but I'll take some more comments first, and you can talk for a minute, Ryan, and I'll look it up because I can't do two things at once, unfortunately. Not so smart. Joe says, is Stephen enjoying a Foster's this evening?
No, Stephen never he will not drink that kind of stuff. And hold on one second, guys. I have a call coming in from the North Pole. Hold on one second.
Okay, as we hold here, Ryan's taking phone calls on the side. Guys, don't forget to put your questions or comments in the chat as I am looking up here who the 41 and 482 originally belonged to. Oh, here we go. I found it. They are from Willie Wrong.
Yeah.
Willie Wrong. Ronge. Yep, we hear the voice in the background. The surprise is just about out of the bag. Brian, back to you.
It's not a surprise. I am the surprise. What I do is I make my move and I have echoes and sounds. And people will never know this about me. But when you see left, you'll hear right. When you see right, you'll hear left. And what I do is I create a sonic boom. Leah, this is what I do. And Willie wrong, your birds are coming good. Can they keep going? We don't know. It's only going to take more races. But that 481, man, she's doing good. And 482 has got it first. Leah, what more do we need?
Yeah, and also to let you know, the 773 and 778 are bred by Danny Morris. No relation, I don't believe, to Dirk and Franz Morris, who we also have birds from. Those are our Feathers Elite breeders who donated to the team. But in case anybody was wondering, Danny Morris, the breeder of 773 and 778. And the 143 is bred by Rudy and Yordi Frank. Just throwing that out there. Back to you, Ryan.
Oh, and let's not forget the 559. I'm very interested in that pigeon. She's closing like a freight train. All the birds that Ricky Seven did purchase, God rest his soul, he picked some real good pigeons. He picked pigeons that can compete right away. And again, making uh, top results in this area.
And we have to mention that it was a combined effort. Birds were chosen by not only loft manager Richard, but Marcel as well. They went together to the Lear. They also went to a young bird sale in the local area and picked the birds for the team. So it was both of them that picked.
Yeah, and so far we've gotten good results from those birds. But again, you have pigeon guys that know what they're looking at, picking pigeons, and you got to get a bit of luck. And you're putting the work into the pigeons. Leah, I know there's comments coming in. I need a little bit more of raspberry shoof. Back to you.
Darren Swan says, would you consider more birds from the Lear market for next year?
Hey, you guys give me the money and we'll buy the birds. I mean, again, you got to pay 50 to 70 euros a bird. We can go and pick birds, but remember to pick the birds. You then have to bring them home, break them, do all this stuff. And there's guys that are there to sell birds to make money. There's guys that are selling birds there. They're selling decent, good birds. They're never going to be your ace number ones from the best breeders. So it's a little bit of let's see what they screw up, and hopefully you don't buy from a guy that's there to just make 50 euros and guy that's selling pigeons because he's raising pigeons. So there's a multiple way you're looking at it. So is it worth it? If you got lots of money, go ahead, go out there. You want to spend 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 euros and buy 60 youngsters? Go ahead. But you're going to buy crap as well as you're going to get lucky and get a good one. You will. It is going to happen.
Well, and again, as I said, he's asking about what we would do. And we are, again, as I said, we're fortunate that Marcel did go with loft manager Richard this season and guided him as to, okay, that guy there, he's got good ones. This guy there, stay away from him, not so good. This guy there. And so he helped us in that respect. And would we do it again? I think it's fun. I think it's fun to have a group from the Lear. I like the Lear. I support the Lear. We support the Lear. We love what they do there. We love that they're keeping the history going, and that was one of the reasons why when we did it this year, we wanted to get a team from the Lear to show the Lear we support what they do, we promote what they do, and we want them to keep going. And have we had success with the Lear birds? We have, haven't we? Look, they're doing great. So I think if we are to do season two, I would enjoy having a small team from the Lear, perhaps that people could buy. I mean, I don't know how it would work. Maybe we could put them up and people could buy their own birds from the Lear to compete next year. I don't know how we
I,
would do it. I would like to include it.
I think what we would, I think a way to do it is, if you want a bird from the lair, you want to buy some birds from the lair. You put your money into the bank here, the Feathers Elite Bank, and we go out and we buy some birds, and then you see what we get. I don't want to go out and buy 40 birds or 50 birds from the
No,
lair
no, no,
with
no.
people's promises. No, you want to play it, and you want to go out and buy some, and you trust what we're doing. You put the money in the bank, we go out and buy them, and we try it. And guys, remember, it's a 95% chance they're all shit. But on the other hand, all the other birds is the same chance that they're 95% all shit. It you have to be open. You have to let it run its course. You have to give it the time to practice so they get good. Back to you, Leah.
And I agree with you. That would be one hesitation with me for us to go and get birds from the Lear and perhaps auction them off to people where they could race there in the loft because we've been down the one loft race before many times. This isn't a one loft race at all, but I do know how people can get when they put birds in and they expect certain things and there's certain expectations. Like, this is a lot of pressure as it is, right? Flying where Ryan is flying in the area is a lot of pressure to begin with. I'm just a little hesitant to get other people involved in it where they have their own birds because I just know how people can get. And I'm not blaming the people. I get it. I understand. People get, invested and I get that. But I don't know if I would want that added pressure put on you again there. Do you know what I mean?
Well, the other thing, as I say, is no one's going to tell me how to play them. I don't care if you buy them, if you. No, we're going to play them the way we're going to play them. And that's the other problem because some people can't take. Some people want early morning. Some people don't like midday. Some people hate early afternoons. And some people really hate the evenings. I play the way I want to play. I play the way the pigeons want to play because they play the way I play. We play together. And I don't play the way you play. I play it my way. And when you start bringing people's birds in, everyone wants it their way. There's
Yes,
only one captain of this ship. That's me and the birds. We're the captains together. All the other shit is a bunch of noise that I don't need to hear. And
100%.
I don't listen to it. That's what I'm saying.
100%. That's why I have hesitation to do that. 100%. Here we have the great DDJJ2403 says, Ryan, are you familiar about Mike Gannis owning a Chris Hebrick out of Jaws around 2011? I wonder if he ever sold that pigeon or even used the pigeon to his breeding program.
Listen, if you ever knew anything about Mike Gannis, he's a whore. What does that mean? You buy pigeons from Europe, you never give him any credit. Just be very quiet. Use the pigeon, get results, put his old name on it, give it a name like Jaws or Wolverine or Michael Jackson or whatever the name was. And that's how he would sell them. Mike Gannis never wanted you to know where the birds came from because that was a little bit of the secret, right? If he told you, I bought this winning bird from Chris Hedricks, well, why in the hell would you go to Mike Gannis to buy great grandchildren or grandchildren? You might as well go to Chris Hedricks, or you might as well go to Verstrada, or you might as well go wherever. But Mike, he learned it from Gabby Vandenbiel. Gabby would buy birds from, let's say, Norman, and not, he would put Gabby Vandenbiel, but the number didn't match Gabby's because slightly a whore, a shit move. And you know why? It's a shit move because it's about dollars and cents. And not knocking Gabby, it's a business move. He chose to walk down that road. And Mike Gannis, and Mike knows, Mike walked down the same road because if it worked for Gabby, why won't it work for me? Americans are stupid. Americans are so damn dumb. Look, Canadians, ready? 99% of the world, dumb. You don't do your research. You know what you do? Mike's got it. Back to you, Leah.
Well, and that is why that the Europeans, the Belgians, the Dutch, no longer sell to him because they know the game and they're tired of the game. And we have always said you give credit where credit is due. Wolverine is a prime example. For the people in the back, we're the original breeders of Wolverine. Hopefully by now, you guys should know this. So I'm going to find out who knows this in the comments. Who knows who the original breeder of Wolverine is? Joe says, there's nothing wrong with the 481 and 482. They are doing tremendous. And he's got wrong in quotation marks because the breeder's last name is wrong. Yes, agreed. Thomas Smith says, the 41 is my main pick. So consistent. It's going to have its day in one of the races. Hey, might be Wednesday. Wednesday might be the 481's. Finally, time to shine. His brother got a win in. Let's see if she can do it on Wednesday. But yes, you guys have been watching and following along, and you've noticed that yes, the 41 and the 482, they are definitely consistent. Let's see. Tilloff asks, are the Feathers Elite Breeders pigeons racing yet? They are training. Ryan, you want to tell everybody again?
What
When
was
when do we think
yeah.
they will start
They're
racing?
gonna I'm thinking on next Wednesday. They're coming okay, they're coming good. I still have a little uneasy feeling. Again, you know, the first 10 tosses is one feeling. The second, from 10 to 20, is another feeling. From 20 to 30 is another feeling. Every 10 tosses is a different feeling. And you know what? I don't think I can relate to most people because most people in a whole season will train 25 times the whole season or 30 times with the races included. I'm saying before the race season, 100 times. I start to know what they're going to do and how they're going to do it. And this group here, they're getting better. They're getting better. It's just the amount of time, and we want to get them in here, Leah. You know what we want to do, so we got to get them in. Is it a little bit premature? Sure, and that's okay. They're still damn good, and they're doing real good. They picked up the pace. We haven't lost one pigeon yet. We haven't lost one. And they're giving us their very best. And tonight they showed it, Leah. They showed it right there with Group One. Bing, bang, boom. Back to you.
They actually like about 3 to 5 seconds quicker than our group number one uh, in today's trainer. Which again, I say it. You look 2 weeks ago how they struggled, how our group two struggled at the 14-kilometer 9-mile mark, and just in a matter of 2 weeks of consistency, perseverance, going back to the building blocks, going back to the beginning, building them up again. How great in 2 weeks they have evolved. It's really fantastic to see. So happy to see it. Okay, again, guys, talking about training, do not forget to take part in our YouTube poll. Come on, there's like 30 of y'all on YouTube, and I only got 10 votes so far. So the question is, on average, how many training tosses do you do per season before the first young bird race? Your options are less than 10, between 10 and 25, between 25 and 50, or more than 50. Right now, between 25 and 50 is in the lead with 60% of the votes. We will check back again in about 10 minutes or so. Get your votes in, even if perhaps you're not training birds this season, but you plan to in the future. Anybody can vote, okay? You don't have to be doing it this season. Anybody can vote. What are your thoughts? Just like to kick that can around a little bit. David Tracy asks, good evening. Any big name flyers take birds to the Lear market?
Yeah. You got guys like Marcel Kurlemans. I mean, that market's been going for over 100 years. There's been some great names. Gas and Vanda Aura was there. Um, I'm not going to go through all the names, but yes, big names. You got to go, you got to look. And when you go and you look, you're buying with a little bit of that magic from Walt Disney, that little bit of luck. And people think, I'm going to go buy this, and it's going to work. No, it doesn't work. You have to get some luck. You have to know what you're feeling, know what you're looking at, and buy from a good handler. And maybe, just maybe, you will get that luck. Maybe they will give you their mistake. The mistake that they made was putting it in the sale. Back to you, Leah.
And I would agree with you. You are buying when you go there some of the history. There is a little bit of the magic in that place. I know, Ryan, when you go there, you even feel it. It is there. It's been going for 125 years. It is a fantastic historical place to go with regards to pigeons and pigeon racing. As I said, Ryan, we're going to put up a petition that I think the country of Belgium needs to put some kind of a statue in the middle of that square there that recognizes the pigeon flyers and the pigeon fanciers, the hundreds and thousands and probably millions at this point that have gone there on a Sunday in February and March and gone and felt a little bit of that magic and bought a youngster and felt that little bit of excitement and a little bit of hope, um, brings the kid out in you, does it not, when you go there?
Yeah, hey, Marcel's flying birds from the Lair Market this year. He bought one or two he liked, and he went and did it. It's still there, but it's not just going and buying pigeons. There's more to it.
100%. And we highly recommend anybody, especially if you're in the UK and we know it's easy for you guys to get over to Belgium. If you have not been to the Lear Market, we highly recommend that you do so. It runs for 8 weeks between February and March. I believe it starts the weekend of Fugari and then goes right through, I believe, until the end of March. Highly, highly recommend that you do so. If you come on one of our Pigeon Boss tours and you're coming in the months of February and the March, it is definitely one of the places we do take you to because it is a must-see, it is a bucket list, etc., etc. Lucky Lou says, well, I know if you're going to stay there next year, you train how you like, but all I want is to get a few birds too well that I can get shipped later to me in the Philippines to start a loft. And then he says, hold on. And then he says, I have to have the great 11 fingers, Lars, and you to buy some from the center where Lars works. Pretty
Nope,
sure.
I'm not buying from there. I'm not buying it. I'm not playing from there. Sorry, Lou. That deal won't happen. I gotta buy from pigeon men that are winning. I don't want names. I don't want Jansen, and I don't want Huskin Van Reel, and I don't want Stickabout. No, no, no. I want pigeons. Names? They're what we feel good about. I want horses. I want pigeons that'll work, not pigeons sitting at a center that do shit. So, unfortunately, on that one, Lou, see right away, eh? We're not knocking you. I'm on your team, but I'm going to try and straighten you out a little bit. That old shit, that's asleep. That's when you have real good pigeons and you want a pair of Jansons or a pair of Stickabouts to look at till you get sick of and then put them in the bin. But you don't want them to go to battle with. They're not going to work, and they sure as hell ain't going to work in the Philippines where the hill isn't like this. It's not like this. It's not like this. It's like that. Back to you, Leah.
David Tracy says the Normans. You are correct. The great DDJJ243 says the Normans. Peebler says the Normans. Good job, guys. That makes my heart sing. Lucky Lou says Philip and Nicholas. Good job. Joe says I believe the Normans are the original breed of Wolverine. Yes, yes. Correct, correct. We've got Adrian says hola desde España. No español. Sorry. I'm sorry. Very little. I know cerveza. That's all I know. Lisa says, I would like to know how many trainings for when I get birds, guys. He wants to know how many trainers. I think that's what he's saying. How many trainers for when he gets his birds? How many trainers should he do?
You can't train them enough. There you go. That's a good answer, right? I can't tell you 50 or 60 or 100. You train them when you can train them, and it's many times. 10 is okay, is shit. 20 is better. 30, you're getting better. 40, you're getting there. 50, wow. 70, man, you're doing good. 100, you're focused. And train them on the line of you race. Don't train them around the clock. Train them the way you're racing, the way the club races. Train them that way. Give yourself a chance.
Back to you, Leah.
I, yeah.
Scott Stedhouse says, why we don't have it in Canada? I think we're talking about the Choof. I do not know why.
Scott, because in Canada, Canadians drink shit. Molson Canadian is shit. Coors Light is shit. We don't have in Canada, Scott, taste buds. And we allow this to happen. It's a regular thing. It happens. It's Canada. Canada in food and in alcohol in that kind of culture, it's a fourth world country. Sorry, Scott. I don't mean to let you down with that, but it is a fourth world country.
Joe says, I would definitely pay for at least two pigeons from the Lear market for you to fly in 2027. Again, guys, I mean, that's a great idea. I think and thank you, Joe, for that. But that's another thing. I think if you guys maybe have learned here now, watching us here, like this is very hard with two birds, man. As you can see here, the competition is stiff. The training is very, very difficult considering the amount of birds that are up and about. And birds is great, but you just have to go into it very realistically, meaning that you might start with two birds and literally the next week you'll have no birds because that's just the way it goes. And that's the one thing that I do fear about people perhaps buying birds for you to fly there is not going into it realistically and then being disappointed.
Yeah, that's right. It's when you spend it, it's already gone. And get your hopes down to nothing. You're a loser. Slim chance, bright hope. When you get to that level, then you have a shot. For me, I look at it as once we go to the races, I know what I have. Until that time, it's very scary because the pigeons are going to decide what they want to do and how they want to do it. And if you guys spend your money, which there's nothing wrong with, just because you spent the money doesn't mean you're going to have it left. You're going to have those bullets in the gun. And Lou said, Brian, I'm going to pick two birds for you next year. You're not going to do it. It's not. It's just not that easy. I know it sounds good and it feels good, but you got to be more real. I'm going to pick two birds, and I don't even know if I'll even have one left. That's more reality. If I have one left, great. If I have two left, great. If I have none left, great. That's how it rolls. Back to you.
And I think that's why this year we are still doing our little fantasy league. We are still doing it. We have been postponing it. We have been waiting on it because we are still in training with our group two. We wanted to make sure that the birds that we offer up for you guys to pick your teams will be there hopefully at the end. That's why we've delayed it. Right, Ryan? I got a cough.
Well, yeah, I want you guys to be able to say, hey, all the birds you're going to be able to pick, they've been to Kivran. They've been in groups of five, groups of three. They've been in different situations. And I don't know which ones are the winners, but you'll be able to pick birds that I know have gone and done some damage, have done uh, 70, no, 80% of that workload. That's what we're going to do.
Yeah.
And we did that for you guys because we care. We want you guys to have a bit of fun and have a little bit of confidence in this. And then, hey, picking is picking, right?
Well,
Back to
sure. I
you.
mean, we certainly can't guarantee anything, but we want to make sure that the the birds that you pick for your team, they're the racehorses. They are ready to go to battle. They have done the grunt work. They've done the training. We've gotten the losses. Not to say that we're not going to get still losses. Nothing is guaranteed. But as Ryan said, we want you to have a good experience with this, and that's why we waited on it. Okay. Alvin says, trying to get 100 tosses in before the season starts in September. Got 25 in so far, trying to get my second group caught up with the first group. Now I can start pushing them together. Good job, Alvin. Good job. What do you have to say about that,
Yeah.
Ryan?
And remember, the one move you're going to make that can be a mistake is you push the second to get to the first. You're better to back the first off, still train them, but let the second catch up naturally and then go. Remember, don't try and catch the first. Let the seconds naturally catch the firsts. Keep working, 25. Remember, there's nothing wrong in the morning, in the afternoon, in the midday, in the late evening. Train them. Take your time. Work them. Work them. And remember, not the whole group. Break them down. Break them down. Well, Ryan, I want to take them 100 kilometers today. in a whole group. I say go to 10 kilometers. You're going to save yourself 2 hours of driving and let them out every 10 minutes apart in groups of five. It's a better training toss. They're thinking. Break them down, make it smaller. Sometimes you don't got to go so far. Make them think. Back to you.
Okay. George Harding on Facebook says, would you agree on training the opposite direction to wake them up?
No, I'm just train them on the direction and wake them up. Train them more. Train them in singles and doubles and triples on the line. On the line. Train them on the line. Hey, they feel a bit flat. Okay, go by yourself. 10 minutes apart. You're gonna wake them up. Why? Why? Why reversing? Is that really waking them up, or is that really cluster fucking them? Now that's not a swear word, YouTube. Clusterfuck's a real word. I wouldn't do it. I would take them on the line and break them right down. If you want to razzle dazzle them, that's what I would do.
Darren Swan says, what fanciers fly near you? Oh boy. We might be here for a few hours ramming them all off.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't know. Chris Clarebot, Willie Daniels, every Lambrecht in the world. Marcel Kurlemans, Robin Van Leuven, Patrick Bucks, Dirk Vandenbalk, Johan Donkers, Esser Verrecki, Dirk and Franz Morris, Stefan Lambrechts. I'm not going to do it. There's too many superstars, big dollar players.
Yeah. For instance, Sorel Lambrechts is our direct next door neighbor.
Yeah, he's a
Mar-
tough one.
Marcel's 2 minutes away. I mean, just the list goes on and on and on. We're in the most highly concentrated, highly competitive area for sprint racing in all of Belgium.
Well,
Would you agree?
and actually, it's the most concentrated and dominated area in Belgium. And that's what Chris says. This is why this is the Champions League. There is no matter if you go sprint, short, middle, you get the best of the best of the best. They're all here in this area. It's the most concentrated because it's the most pigeon men in the whole country. Back to you, Liam.
The great DDJJ2403 says, Ryan, speaking of Wolverine of the Normans, would you use the Wolverine bloodline to your breeding program?
Sure. The Norman birds have proven over how many years. Gabby Vandenbiel was buying birds from Normans and not giving the Normans credit. The Normans have great pigeons. Uh, and that's for Wolverine 100%. Do I trust Wolverine pigeons from Mike Gannis? No. Mike Gannis is a crook and a gypsy. Sorry, Mike. You're going to bury me in what was it? In Indiana? You only say that when you're a crook and a gypsy. And you're a crook and a gypsy. Sorry, Mike. That's how you are. I wouldn't buy a Wolverine from Mike Gannis. I go to the Normans and go shopping there. You're going to get a way better product. Because Mike is a fucking gypsy. Back to you.
On that note, and the Normans are the longest running pigeon family consecutive for the last 100 and what they're also 125 years, are they not? Did they not just celebrate 125
Yep.
years? They're the oldest
Yep.
pigeon racing family in all of Belgium. Still racing today, still winning today. My question is, the Gannis birds, the Wolverine birds that he's selling, or the descendants from them, are they DNA tested? Are they DNA certified? Is he selling them now at this point, which I would assume he is, DNA certified? Because if I was buying from him, that's what I would expect. Just
Yeah,
saying.
but you got to remember, right? and Chris told me this, Chris Clarebot, the DNA is only as good as the man who pulls the feathers. You know what I mean, Leah? If you pull the feathers and they're not,
Yeah.
and you send people paperwork, it's not true. How many people do the research? And I know Mike. Mike's that kind of guy, eh?
I don't know.
You ever look at his face?
I don't
You
know.
can
Let's
see
move.
it in his
We're
face.
gonna move on to Lou now. It says, I don't think I said two birds. Maybe I did, but I'm willing to spend a 4,000 euro. I believe that's what he says. I know that they might not come home. It's a gamble. And remember, Lou, when you're buying birds from Belgium, wherever you buy them from, whether it's the center or a breeder, you're buying them to breed. You're buying them to breed out of, right? You're going to take them home and you're going to breed out of them, and then you're going to fly the youngsters. So you would never buy a bird, even if it's from the center or wherever you want to buy them from, and then go and send them to the Philippines and then race them. I mean, I certainly wouldn't do that. I don't think anybody else would either. So just to give you a little guidance there, maybe that's not what you meant, but you would always buy them, breed out of them, and race the youngsters.
Unless you have the money and you're okay to lose, then it's okay. But you have to understand losing is 95% what's going to happen. And you might get that shotgun, that super bird. And that's what maybe you're looking for as well. Again, it comes down to your finances. And even if you have the finances, it's your mentality. And I say that to everybody, it's your mentality. Can you handle the racing and losing of the money? Back to you.
Joe says, no questions asked. I support the lure market and I support what Feathersley is doing. I want to participate by paying for two lure birds for you to fly your way. Well, we will see. Again, guys, we got to get through season one here before we can even contemplate season two. And we still have quite a long road to go here. David Tracy says, do you think any of the guys in your area train as much as you do? Oh, that's a good question.
No, not one. Not one. And we talk about it with Marcel, and we both say, Ryan, if you didn't train the way you did, you wouldn't be there. You have what people don't realize is can you take below average, average, great, super, and make it better? Can you make a really good pigeon super? Can you take a super pigeon and make it off the top rope? Can you take an average pigeon? You have to be able to do that. And we talk, and Marcel says these people in this area they're flabbergasted with what you're doing because the age isn't right. Maybe the birds aren't from the top tier, but you're doing it. You're getting the prizes, and you're beating in a race where you there's 900 birds. You're seventh out of 900. That's unheard of. The guy from Norway, the Norwegian champion, he can't hit the page. He's a champion in Norway. I'm not saying I'm great. It's the pigeons that are great.
Well, and it's absolutely the work ethic that you are putting into the pigeons. The pigeons are great because you're making them great. You're bringing out their best qualities. You're pushing them to shine. So, yes, the pigeons are great. I give it to it 100%. But you got to give yourself the credit too because you're bringing it out of them. And like Marcel says to you, and he says to his wife about you, God, this guy's so hard on himself. You have to give yourself a little bit of the credit sometimes. Because I don't know the same group of birds with somebody else, would they be shining as bright as they are right now?
Oh well, we never know. But again, I say the birds still got to do it. Well, all I'm gonna do is give the birds what I think they need, and uh, and that's it. And it works or it doesn't work. But for the Yelly Rosiers and the Marcel Curlemans and the Carl Lambrechts, they're not gonna go and outwork me. That won't happen. That can happen. I'm not going to allow that to happen. May they have better pigeons? Yes. Quality better. Yes. A few little tricks better? Yes. But outwork? No. That can't happen. That won't happen. It won't happen if I'm in Africa, in the North Pole, in the United States of America. It won't happen. If I fly against you, I will outwork you until either the birds do it or me and the birds do it. We will do it because that's how it's going to go. Because I'm not, and especially here, when you go to the club and people look at you, now they're not laughing. But on week one, I was laughed at. Marcel was laughed at for being with me. It's not going to happen. No.
Great, and you know what a everybody be Marcel, be Marcel Coolemans, be that guy who doesn't back away from the snickers and the laughter and the making fun of. Be that guy because, God bless that man. He took Ryan by his side and did not listen to the flack and the slack that he was getting from his own club members. Why are you hanging around this dum dum from Canada? And he stood beside you and he stood tall and he said, "This is my friend and I believe in him." And he took you and he guided you. And wow, he's like a little guardian angel. And you're never going to get anybody better than Marcel, and we cannot thank him enough for doing that. He is 100% an amazing person. Not only a great flyer, but an amazing human. Lou says, and if you can only get 4 birds that are well bred, so be it. Lou, we're going to be looking out for you. Don't you worry. We won't lead you astray. Don't worry. Joe says, I kind of like George's question about training in a different direction. At some point, the birds will get pulled in the wrong direction and they need to figure out their way home.
Okay. My thought was always this: when I loft fly, I let them out and they can go wherever they want. They can go east, they go west, they go north, they go south. Okay. And they learn that compass of 5 to 10 kilometers around. When I start training, I train them. When I want to screw them up, I break them down. When I want to really screw them up, I single them. I'm not. I'm not going to play the game of taking them in the wrong direction and go, what happened? I want to keep the confidence. That's what I'm looking at. And hey, maybe you want to go the different direction. Okay. Maybe it's not a bad idea. It's not my idea. So 101%, I'm not playing that game. I'm not going to pre-screw them up. I'm not going to screw them up more than they need to be. Back to you.
George says, LMA. Oh, you say it like it is. That's the one thing with Ryan. He definitely says it like it is. Lucky Lou says, I'm okay losing that 4, but I would like to see them race. Lou's dying to get a race in. He's dying to get a race in. Don't you worry, Lou. You're going to have your opportunity. You're going to pick your fantasy team. You're going to play for points. It's going to be fantastic. Ryan, try and stay awake here. I know it's hot, and I know you're tired. It's been a long day. This is not going to be a long show.
No, no, no,
We're gonna.
no. No, no. It's just a bit warm, but we're good. We're okay. I'm not off the top rope. I'm choosing it.
Darren, Darren says, best loft visit you will always remember for quality birds. I think he's probably talking about the Normans. If guys, if you haven't checked out the Normans loft tour, highly, highly recommend that you do so. It is a great tour filled with lots of history. Again, that is one loft that we do try and get to on our Pigeon Boss tours. They are incredibly busy, however, it is sometimes difficult to connect, but we do try and take our visitors to go and see the Normans. They, again, are fantastic people. Andy says, I have many double grandchildren for most of the top lines. I believe that better than sons and daughters for breeding.
Yeah, I don't know. Sure, you get great luck with direct children. You get good luck with grandchildren. I go once you go to great grandchildren, I'm not so interested. But I think with direct children and grandchildren, you can get there. Direct children more for me. Most of the top lofts will always talk about buying a direct child, not a grandchild. But it's not to say that grandchildren still don't do it. So it depends on your price point. But sometimes even in your price point, if you buy a grandchild, remember, doesn't mean because you bought it, it's going to do anything. Back to you. Oh,
Jason Mahalik at the house says, congratulations, good job. Nice to see you on, Jason. Hope you're doing well. Graham Moore says, no Dum Dum Ryan can race a pigeon. I think he's saying Ryan can race a pigeon. He's no Dum Dum.
I try. Hey, I'm in the Champions League now, and I'll tell you, uh, it's not the easiest, but it's a lot of fun. And I appreciate doing it. And I got to say again, I got to congratulate the Pigeons. The Pigeons do 98% of the work. I'm just there to motivate them. So it's all on the Pigeons, Graham.
Andy says they're doubles. Double grandchildren. Doubles. I think that's what he means.
Okay.
Joe says, do you know if any members of the Belgium soccer team are also pigeon men?
Uh, I know Marcel said, I don't know about this, but in prior years there were. I don't know now. I can ask Marcel. Uh, I think when they're done with football, then they'd be pigeon men. I don't think they'd be pigeon men and playing football. There's a whole lot of pressure there. But I mean, I'm sure Chat GPT knows.
I'm sure they do. Speaking of Marcel, shall we bring up our first surprise of the evening and talk about my namesake?
Go ahead. I know you want to toot your own horn. Go ahead.
Well, it's the first time in 9 years that somebody's named a pigeon after me, so I'm feeling a little emotional. Like, this is like my goddaughter or something. Here she is, guys. The one that we've been talking about, the one that's been kicking Ryan's ass for the last few weeks. Here she is, none other than the beautiful Leah from Marcel Kuhlman's Absolute Beauty. Here you see her great results, but you also see on her results that she did not start out being great. We've got some low numbers there at the beginning, or not the beginning, at the beginning of her, when she started her little journey in Quiberon, down at the bottom, 328, 356, 148, and then she moved her way up, 69th, 29th, 3rd, 2nd, 2nd, 2nd. But there she is. Ryan, I know you like her as well.
What most people won't realize is where it says all those scores. If he was in Antwerp Central, that pigeon scored in the top in all the seconds. Top scored in the top 50 pigeons out of about 10,000 birds. She's a superstar. She's got the super eye. She's built like a brick shit house. She's gorgeous. She's good on the nest. That pigeon there is pure money. And he said, no, nobody can offer me. They can offer me 20,000. I won't sell her. I don't need the money. You know what he said? I just like to look at her and I enjoy her. She's got a beautiful name.
And she is an absolute, becoming one of his absolute superstars this season. And also, guys, when you do look at the results and you do see second versus 445 or second versus 601, hopefully by now that it has registered with you, because we do fly keeper as well, that is just in the club. This little Leah here, she's fighting her way in the jungle week in and week out. She is released with all the birds, 36,000 or 30,000 or however many thousand, and she fights her way home every week. She's doing great. I can't wait to see her get a win this season. I'm sure she will. Ryan, back to you.
Oh yeah, hopefully not on Wednesday. But no, and if you guys wonder, well, why isn't she racing in Antwerp Central? Marcel doesn't want to race in the Bevel Club in regards to the Yellow Rosiers and the what is it? The bullshit politics, and it's basically just dickheadedness. So
Well,
that's why that bird's not there. That's why you don't see that result. And Marcel's okay with it because he's not a professional pigeon man. He loves racing pigeons and enjoying it. And I'll tell you, if you guys can get birds from Marcel Kurlemans, you will thank me. Back to you.
well, and it's another thing that again, Marcel, fantastic human being. Marcel was always welcome in the Bevel Club up until this season when Yelly Rosiers started to see that Marcel was friends with Ryan, and Yelly Rosiers has a problem with Ryan, even though Ryan's never even met Yelly Rosiers, so I'm not sure what the problem is, but the problem stems from Canada and somebody in Canada filling Yelly Rosier's head with a bunch of BS. And Yelly Rosiers did not take it out on Ryan, he took it out on Marcel. And Marcel, being the good person that he is, just looked the other way and said, okay, no problem. I'm going to fly in the club that Marcel flies in now. And he's unbothered by it because Marcel knows who he is. And Marcel knows that he loves to race pigeons and he doesn't care where he flies. That is just how trivial and how silly some people behave. Just going to throw that one
Oh,
out there.
it's all over the world, man. It don't matter where you are. And the biggest champion, Helly Rosiers, is the biggest bitch in the same token. Ah, and I love it. And me and Marcel, we always have a drink on it. And Marcel goes, well, if we race there next year, how do we race there? I said, it's simple. We put our birds, we don't buy a beer there. We go to the other club, we ship our birds there too. And you know what we do? We buy our beers there. We don't give them $1. And you know what? When we show up, we smile and we're happy. That'll burn those sons of a bitches more than anything.
There you go. So pigeon politics, it happens everywhere, friends, even in Belgium. Well, Lucky Lou says, listen, Ryan, why don't you be a good host and introduce who's sitting beside you? LOL. We can't have two surprises back to back, Lucky Lou. Come on now. You gotta wait and be patient. Ryan, whenever you are ready, you are welcome to do so. I do have more comments here. Whatever you'd like. Oh, oh, round and around we go. Where will the camera stop? We do not know. Should I do the drum roll?
There's nobody with me.
Oh, having some fun here on a Monday night. Easing the tension a little bit. We'll just show the arm. Put your guesses in the comments, guys. Put your guesses in the
Marcel's
comments.
in the corner, man.
Darren says Marcel will be one happy man when you win the Champions League. Oh, I think Marcel is more excited about Ryan winning than Ryan is himself.
Yeah.
Cute to
Oh,
see it.
yeah. We're good friends, and we motivate each other. And uh, I never flown. Normally, when I fly pigeons against people, I don't really care. I don't care about. It's not the people, but I don't have a real bond. But I mean, Marcel, he asked me how we feed. I showed him. Can we go to the store and buy the same feed? Yeah. And he said, you know what? I'm going to beat you this week. Why? Because you show me everything. You're 5 times better than me. I just got better birds. And he laughed and he joked. He said, why do you do all this? Why do you show me this? Why do you train my birds? And I always say this because the better you become makes me to beat you. I got to be even better. I have to turn it up a bit. I got to turn up a lot. I got to turn up so much, I find a way to beat you. So that's the feed. That's the training. That's what I'm doing. That's how I'm doing it. And I never hold back. And I tell this to everybody Frank Waldwin, Stephen Collins. I will tell you, I tell everybody exactly. Leah, do we show our training on the videos? I show you how I do it. I show you why I do it. I give you my explanations. You take it for what you want. But I promise you, I came to the Champions League and I'm not at the bottom. Now I'm not at the top, but they know me. And that's because it's the system. It's working the birds and getting the very best out of them. Taking good pigeons, great pigeons, average pigeons, shit pigeons, and getting the very best out of them. And the only way to do that is to outwork 99% of your competition. Back to you.
David Tracy says Leah is a nice looking bird. She sure is. Graham Moore says, did he name that pigeon after our Leah on here? Yes, yes. Ding, 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 Graham Moore. He absolutely did. And I am very honored that she has my name. I'm going to be the godmother of Leah. Marquise McGee, 7149. As a new person, fancier. Well, welcome. If you're new, welcome to the wonderful world of pigeon racing, to the Feathers Elite family. Glad that you are here with us. Joe says, when you have a pigeon as good as Leah, when do you pull her from the race team? I would be scared to death to lose her or the chance she gets hawked, especially being a mealy.
A lion eats a zebra. Okay? What color are zebras? They're black and white, and they're all the same. They eat cantaloupes. They're all the same. A lion eats the weakest or the youngest, cantaloupe or zebra or whatever. Color doesn't matter. What matters is a weak pigeon has a limp, is not so old. Different circumstances make it get hit. I don't believe in mealies or reds or blue pieds or whites get hit by hawks more than a blue or a checker. The hawk knows he's looking for the easiest kill. Hey, I'm hungry. Why am I going to go and kill Mike Tyson to eat him? I can kill a 3-year-old baby. I can kill it and eat it. And I don't have to do anything. The baby's not even going to do anything. If I go and try and kill a 35-year-old man, I got to work for it. So I would eat the baby or the woman or a child. You know what I'm saying, Leah? And I think animals do the same thing. I think they can read the play.
And by the way, we are not into eating humans here. Ryan's just using it as an analogy. But would Marcel is not going to pull her just because he's afraid he's going to lose her. He's going to fly her all season long. He'll probably fly her as a yearling, correct?
He's going to fly her this year, and then we're going to see where where he wants her to go. I mean, she's got she got results out of her nose. Like, here's the thing. You know, you guys all drool over Kittle. You know the Good Road? It's related to her. Good Road from Dirk Vandenbalk. Yeah, that's in her pedigree. That hen is phenomenal. Marcel gave his neighbor two youngsters from it. It's his top bird. Why? History repeats itself. I'm jealous. I'm thinking tonight to go there and just either burn his loft down or
Oh
take her
God,
right out. But
Ryan's
I'm not going
kidding.
to do it.
Yeah, he's kidding. He's kidding.
I'm only kidding.
Please,
No, but
I don't need the hate
we
mail.
joke as in she's that good. She's on fire. Even after having a bad race, she come right back at it. And guys, when you have a pigeon that you're picking week in, week out, and then you have a bad race, watch out. On Wednesday, 037, Leah, in my top three birds. Let's see if I'm right.
Okay, Marquis McGee is asking, as a new fancier, where do you recommend someone to start? Oh boy, that's a loaded question.
Uh, the problem is when you start, you listen to everybody. And the more you get, the more confused you get. Look at pigeon racing as from a professional athlete. Look at it as do your own thing, but think you got to think outside the box, and you got to get birds though from guys maybe in your area that have good birds. But Leah, it's so hard. It's so hard to give that advice because it takes time. Everything takes
Yes,
time. You don't just buy a Henkel knife and start chopping onions. You got to learn. It's
I
a
would.
tough one.
I would say, where do you start? Start by practicing patience because you need a lot of patience and a lot of resilience and a lot of keep going in pigeon racing. It is not an overnight thing. It takes a while, and you need a lot of patience.
Yeah, and remember the people you talk to, they're going to sell you a good story, take your money, and you'll lose. They sell you a lot of bullshit. Watch out for that.
David Tracy says, it's Mr. Shoof. Is he sitting beside you? LOL. Joe says, it's a surprise guest, Ricardo 7. Jeff Henderson says, welcome back, Ricky 7. Oh, round and around and around we go. Who is our special guest this evening? We do not know. Should we do the drum roll? Drum roll, please. It is jet-lagged Ricky 7. Right off the red eye. There he is. In all of LMR's glory.
Heart of a lion.
Heart of a lion. You wonder where we get it from. Yes, Michael Peebler, you are correct. Ryan, back to you. Jason Mihalik says, I got one pair. Yes, Jason Mihalik was the lucky bidder who did get the pair of Marcel Kuhlman's, the match pair. And he says, but I don't know when I'm going to get it. And that is a perfect, we were going to talk about it tonight. So thank you for reminding us. Ryan, let's talk about the imports. And let's talk about what's going on with them, because we hear some grumbling and some questions being asked. And we just want to let everybody know what the status is of the imports.
Yeah. So how do you word it to keep people calm and not go off the top rope? Birds are okay. They're healthy. That's the first part. Yes, you don't have them. I know it's a pain in your ass, and I get it. We have to work with two governments. One government is okay. They're waiting for paperwork from the other government. So you need both governments to come back together to say it's okay. On our side in Canada, it's okay, but they're still waiting on the country
Other
that's,
side.
yeah. So, do I want them to go? Yes. Am I angry they're not gone? More than you guys will ever expect. And do I know when? I don't know. I don't know. It's the next day, tomorrow. We're completely ready on our side. It's their side that we're waiting for. Am I explaining this right, Leah?
Yes. We are dealing with two government agencies, and the one government agency is talking to the other government agency, and we're waiting for answers, and we've been waiting for answers for the past couple months. It's a bit of a wait, a little bit of a lack of communication from one to the other. And do not worry, you will get them. We want you guys to have them more than anybody, okay? We understand that you're excited about them. You want them to get going. There's absolutely nothing myself, Ryan, or anybody else can do but wait. So we just have to wait until we get the all clear from both sets of governments. As soon as we get them, you will be notified. They are fine. Everybody is healthy. Everybody is good. Sometimes it takes a little longer than other times. And it is not because, and if there's any rumors going around that it's because Ryan is there and he's not doing his job and he's not following through, that is absolutely has zero to do with it. And I don't want to hear any of that. I also ask, please do me a favor. Do not contact the breeders and ask them what is going on with your birds that you purchased. The breeders have nothing, zero to do with it. Nothing to do with it. We are responsible. We have possession of the pigeons. They do not have them anymore. That deal is over. They gave them to us. We sold them. They got their money. We have them now. The breeders have no idea. Please do not ask them. First of all, it is racing season right now. Their brain is so far removed from breeding and auctions and everything that takes place in the fall and winter time. They are focused on racing. Please do not badger the breeders. I ask you, Ryan asks you, do not do that. It's not a good look for you, and it's not a good look for us. Please do not do that. As soon as we get the birds, as soon as the process is over, you will be notified. They will be sent to you right away. Not to worry about that at all. Again, guys, we're not delivering pizzas. We're not importing handbags. They are living, breathing animals. Sometimes it takes longer than other times. We appreciate your patience. We value your loyalty. We will get them to you as soon as we can.
And it's not about, well, oh, I heard go through the US or go that way. If you go a different way, the price can be 2 or 3 times more expensive to import them. So you're better to just be a little bit more patient and just relax. The birds aren't doing nothing, they're just sitting waiting. And you know what? Good things happen to those who wait. Very simple. It makes sense to me. Back to you, Leah.
Oh, and another thing we've heard, I went through Oscar DeVries and it only took, I had them right away. I don't care. We're not Oscar DeVries. Oscar DeVries doesn't run an auction site. Oscar DeVries does a collection of birds over a year-long period, and he does one group. And if you happen to get in that group, then perhaps you get them quicker. We're not Oscar DeVries. Do not compare us to Oscar DeVries. I don't want to hear Oscar DeVries. And I don't want to see you going on Facebook and making rude comments either. I don't like it. And if I see it, you'll get your birds this time around. And the next time the auction season comes up, you're going to be banned from our site. I don't appreciate it. You got a problem, you contact Ryan or you contact myself on email. And we'll do our best to explain it to you. We don't even understand half the time what the delay is. It's government. You know how the government works. But I do not appreciate that. Neither does Ryan.
And the other thing is, you can, I can get an import permit today and import all the birds today or tomorrow. 1 week later, the governments put a hold
Yes.
and nothing goes through.
Yes.
So when you hear Oscar did this or that, or Andy did this or that, guys, sometimes you can get in a window where it works. Sometimes you're out of the window. Right now, we have two governments talking. One government's great. The other government is not great or talking. So we have to be patient and we have to wait. And it's okay.
And also, by the way, the paperwork for this import was submitted in March. So, long time ago, okay, guys? It's not like we were late doing our stuff or we got preoccupied or we're preoccupied with the racing or we're not even worried about it. Absolutely not. We are on it. I've contacted them probably 10 times since March. They don't care about my whining or my bitching or my complaining or my jumping up and down, and they don't care. That's just the bottom line. They don't care.
And we're spending over 150 US dollars a week on feed and supplements and vitamins in the water. We spend it. You spend it every week. They eat. We don't not feed them. They have to eat. They have to drink. They have to live. We have to clean them. We're still spending on them. And again, we wanted these birds gone in March.
Yes.
Where are we now? Where are we now? July?
Yes. So if you don't think that it is a worry or a concern of ours, it absolutely is. It absolutely is. There's nothing we can do about it. We gotta wait until they give the okay and the all clear. Okay, and we're very sorry about it, but the government don't give a shit. That's just the bottom line. And we thank you for your patience again and your loyalty. We appreciate it. This isn't a rant session, but we just needed to get that off our chest there. So thank you, Jason, for mentioning that, because I would have forgot. We said earlier last week we said we are going to talk about it on the Monday Night Family Show, and I would have ended up forgetting. Okay, next one up. Marquis McGee 7149 says, "I'm here because of 60 Minutes. I seen a clip on Ryan, and being a new fancier, I took a liking to him from his honesty and cussing. Well, you're at the right place. I'm glad that you caught it on 60 Minutes. I'm glad that you watched it. Should we tell the story about the 60 Minutes crew and what happened after that show?
No, go ahead. If you want, you tell it. Go ahead.
Well, I don't really know the story, but that was their last show as our show, the
Yeah,
Pigeon.
yeah.
What was it again?
Share.
Say
Okay,
it.
so okay. The 60 Minute Crew. Guy, who is the producer and the big guy, he found me and he said, "Oh, you're incredible." Enough about me, but he wanted to work with me, and we talked for about a year, and then he brought Sharon in, and Sharon was the woman who interviewed me. Sharon has interviewed some of the I guess the most what's it say? The most biggest or celebrityist or controversial or she did Donald Trump. I think she did Michael Jackson. She did Mike Tyson. She did big names. Sharon did, and something before our or right when our show aired, she wanted to do something with Donald Trump, and something went down wrong. And she said, if we don't do this, well, there was a price to pay. And everyone who was on all the 60-minute crew, I think, what was it, 60 members that have been there for 15 or 20 years, they were all fired. And the last show that they showed was ours.
Now, it's not because of our Ryan's show with them that they got fired. I guess they were doing cutbacks, or I don't know what the hell was going on at 60 Minutes.
No, it was because of Donald Trump.
Okay, it was because of Donald Trump. I don't know. Regardless, it wasn't because of us or because of Ryan or because of the Pigeon
Well,
show. But anyways,
go look it up. Go
they all
ask
got
Chat
fired.
GPT why 60-minute crew Sharon. I don't know her last name. Why they got fired? And it was because of Donald Trump. She cornered him, and he wouldn't do it. And he told CBS or whoever they work for, the whole crew has to get fired.
So, anyways, that was kind of sad to hear. But they'll always remember the Pigeon show that they did because that was their last show on 60 Minutes. Oh boy. Okay, Marquis McGee says, I see that he loves pigeons so much that he moved to the racing pigeon capital of the world. Yes, and you see, he's there right now. That is right. Graham Moore says, LOL, we know you're kidding, talking about burning down the loft. Thank you, Graham, but you'd be surprised at how many people don't get that we're kidding and like literally take it seriously. It's
And
kind of crazy.
Graham, the Canadian Racing Pigeon Union thought I actually said I'm going to burn down the Canadian Racing Pigeon Union. I said they should be shut down. Burnt down, yes, because they don't do their job. But no, 100%, Leah. Back to you.
Yeah, that is literally one of the claims that they have against Ryan because people called them and said that Ryan said he's going to burn the Canadian Racing Pigeon Union, and he never said that. So ridiculous. So that's why I always have to say, we're kidding. We're kidding. Marquis McGee says, doggy dog world and only the best survive, 100%. Teal Loft says, starting my opinion study, health and nutrition. Okay. Joe says, start by going to the person in your area that is consistently at the top, like Marcel, and learn as much as you can. Yes, that's great advice.
Mhm.
Giving to our newcomer there. What's his name again?
You,
Marquis
you,
McGee.
you, you just got to watch the people you go and visit aren't douchebags. Marcel's not a douchebag. But there's guys here, my neighbors, I wouldn't go and ask them. They won't help you. They'll give you wrong advice or wrong words. You have to use your what is it called? I call it stock sense. You think he's a good guy? Is he honest? Is he looking for money? What is he? Is he genuine? That's the guys you listen to.
Agreed. Graham Moore says, Ricky, nice to see you. That is right. Loft Manager Richard is back in the house for our little mid-season plot twist. There he is. We're going to talk more to Loft Manager Richard tomorrow. He's a little tired, which we totally understand because it's been a long couple days for Loft Manager Richard with his traveling. So we'll get more into that tomorrow, friends. Don't worry about that. David Tracy says, although I bought a lot of Feathers Elite birds and already have good results from them, I figured it would take me another year or two to develop champions from them. Got to be patient. Yes, that is right, David. I wish everybody had that same kind of common sense because, yes, it does take patience.
Leah, I want you to post a photo of Leah because I need to just go into the other room. So post Leah up right now.
Posting
Oh.
Leah up right now. Are you going to be muting your mic there, Ryan, or?
No, I can hear you. Go ahead.
All right. Oh, there she is again, guys. Ryan's just stepping into the other room. I will continue with. Oh, and also Jason Mihalik wanted to let you know that this little champion here, Leah, she is related to the hen of the match pair that you purchased. Not a nestmate, but might be a sister. Might be a sister of the red that is in that pair, I believe. I'll have to double check with Ryan, but I know that she is definitely some relation.
I
Uh,
believe she's a sister.
she's a sister. Okay, that's what I thought. Not a nestmate, obviously, but a sister. Okay, you're back. Good. Okay. Alrighty, next up here, Graham Moore says, could be trouble on Wednesday. Now Ricky is back. Oh, yeah. The fun begins. Paul Kaiser says, glad to see Richard miss his participation. You're going to be seeing a lot more of him moving forward as we pass the baton over to Loft Manager Richard and give him a chance to fly, compete in Belgium. A bucket list item for him. We're so glad to have him back. And once he gets over the jet lag, he's going to be good to go. Marquis McGee says, well, I'm from Las Vegas, and I want some of Marcel's birds. How would I do that? Well, not to worry. Coming up this season at Feathers Elite, our season number 9, which starts in the fall time and goes through to the winter, we will be doing an auction for Marcel. And this time, not to worry, it'll be more than a pair. There will be more than a pair from Marcel, so not to worry about that. We are going to make that happen. Marquis McGee says, really, I want birds from Belgium, and how would I be able to get that done? Well, we can help you with that. Whether you buy from us at auction in the fall or winter season, or you contact us personally, and Ryan can help you out with that. We are available to do that, not during the summertime, because the breeders are all busy racing. We don't bother the breeders in their racing season with regards to youngsters and buying birds, but as soon as
And
the race season is over, go ahead, Ryan. We'll be
yeah,
happy to do that.
and if you're interested in saying, well, I don't want to buy from the auction, I want to buy 10 youngsters or 10 late breds from Marcel, let me know and we will arrange it. I will talk on behalf of you so you get in that window. You're not just going to call him, he's just not going to do it. But we go through the right parties, you can do it. Or you wait till the auction. When the auction comes, we pick from the best. We pick the best in the hands. So there's two different ways of doing it, but there are options. The best thing is any of our breeders or anybody you're interested in, just contact us and we will help you because we want you to make informed purchases. We want to know how you want to do it, what you're looking for. Maybe you're looking for something you don't want 4 birds in an auction. You want to buy 60 birds. You want to buy a whole round of pigeons. I'm just using this as examples. Let us know.
Yes, that's a good point, Ryan. We
Yeah.
can we can do that as well, definitely. Peter says, I'm happy LMR is back. Now the Monday night show will rock. Well, thanks a lot, Peter. What are Ryan and I? We suck or something? That's the professional pigeon racer right there. That is right. He's going to earn his little stars and stripes here over the next coming months. You're going to be seeing a lot of him. He's going to be there on race day, passing over the torch, passing over the baton. There he is. Ryan, get it off him. That's not funny. He's going to kill you for that one. Jason Mihalik says, thank you for the answer. No rush as long as I get them by the end of September. Well, we're going to do our best again. We are going to do our best. The government, they don't care. That's all I'm going to say. Lucky Lou says, governments are really stupid. Why don't they realize that a bird can fly into their country? Why not just accept a vet clearance and be happy with it? Lord, I don't know. We're going to save this country one pigeon at a time. Don't ask me. Jason Mihalik says, I don't care about the rumors. Mike Green in the house says, hello, Al. Hello to you, friend. Yes, that's right. You did get the free import on that pair. That is correct. Mike Green says, it's well worth the wait. Just be patient. Thank you, Mike Green, for that. Graham Moore says, hate it when guys come at you. You're doing your best. Thanks, Graham Moore. It's all right. We're used to it by now. They've been coming for us for the last 9 years, so we're kind of used to it. Just sometimes it's a little annoying. Joe says, is Ricky okay? He must be exhausted. Reminds me of the weekend at Bernie's right now. LOL. Yes, he's fine. He came in very early this morning, so which means he left Toronto, Canada late yesterday afternoon, and he has not had much sleep, obviously. Plus, it's extremely hot there. And he was out with Ryan all day with the birds, so obviously he's tired. Ryan's tired today, which we can see. Sean Hanley says, not made for prime time. Yeah, don't know what that means, but yeah. I gotta get through these comments here. I'm behind. Marquis McGee says, show loyalty and respect. That shit goes a long way. Yes, yes. Jason says, no problem. I'm sorry for you guys. Hey, it's no worries. No worries. No worries. Jason Mihalik says, Ricky could take the birds on the bicycle for training. Yeah, yeah. Or Mr. Reynolds, which Lafayette Richard will be happy to say that he did find, and it has been a very reliable training truckster this season. David Tracy says, we are strolling along the beach looking for seashells and watching the show. Oh, fantastic. Sounds like a good time. Andrew Craig says, good evening. This is a very good Monday night. Good discussion and great info. Great results against top flyers. Congrats. Welcome back, Richard. November in San Diego. We'll be rocking. That is right, guys. If you are headed in November to the World Cup or the California Classic or the Triple Crown there, head on down. You're going to meet Ryan, and hopefully Lars is going to come along for the ride if we can convince him to, if we can convince his wife to let him go. So you will meet both Ryan and Lars at the end of November in California. Marquis McGee says, it's no fancier than Las Vegas. It's like the sport is dying. Well, that's why we're glad to have you aboard, a new flyer. That's what we need. Graham Moore says, Ryan looks knackered tonight. Yes, it's been an exciting day here for Ryan. A long day. Heather Collins says, poor Ricky, send him to bed. I think we're going to wrap this show up here momentarily. We've been on for an hour and a half. Marquis McGee says, I'm moving to a bigger space so I can build the loft with my dad and my kids. Oh, that's great. But I don't even know where to get pigeons. Las Vegas. Who do we know in Las Vegas, Ryan?
You know what? People are going to give you free pigeons and you're going to spend money. Take your time. You know what? Stay on the show. Don't buy any pigeons. Build a loft. Look at the loft tours. Watch the videos. Don't get any free pigeons. Don't. Stop. Slow down. You don't need them today. Look at the loft you want to build it. Watch our show, learn, listen, and take your time. People will only give you SHIT because most people can't kill pigeons. So they're going to dump off shit on you. Watch out. That's my feeling. And I learned this through the years.
Mike Green says, people need to remember, though, that when you're buying from breeders, they have their own price. Just birds sell for one price doesn't mean that's what breeders are selling them for. Yes, that is definitely what yeah, yes, Mike Green said it perfectly. And we're never about dickering with the price with breeders either, by the way. What the breeder says that he wants for the bird, that's what we ask for the bird. I know, Ryan, you're not into that, right?
No, I'm not gonna. If I buy 25 birds, okay, maybe I say, can I get a little bit better price? But for a one pigeon deal, how can I ask? I can't do it. It is what it is. And they've earned it. They've done it. They've done the damage. They've done the work. They put the time in. You're buying also time, guys. Not just pigeons. You're buying time. Back to you.
Stephen Collins says, be grateful, guys. We cannot get birds here. The last lot took 2 to 4 years to get. Of course, Stephen Collins from Australia, they can't get imports at all, zero. Or it's a very long process, as he said. It takes a lifetime to get them there. So thank you for that, Stephen Collins. Uh, Marquis McGee says, just like a kit or something like that, I'm used to rollers, but racing pigeons really have my interest.
Well, sure. Racing pigeons is a different thrill, man. Rollers is one thing. Racing pigeons is like racing horses. Show jumping is show jumping. Barrel racing is barrel racing. But horse racing, that's the uh, that's the super fantasy, and it is. Just take your time, slow down, and watch what people give you. People are only going to give you what they can get rid of. And I really mean that. And watch on your iPigeons. iPigeon is basically a recycling site of junk. And it's an auction site in the United States. I'm not knocking them because, hey, somebody's got to sell recycled junk. They do it. It's not their fault. It's what people put on. Watch. Watch what you buy. Slow down. And just take your time and do some real research. Back to you.
Agreed. For my friend Marquis, who's just new and getting into it, Ryan says, do your research. Check out our website, feathersleypigeonauctions.com. Go to the homepage, scroll on down where it says breeder directory. Click on the breeder directory. You'll see a list of all of the breeders that we represent. If you click on their name on the lot, uh, the loft tour will be there. You can watch the loft tour, watch the loft tours, get to know the breeders, find the one that you think fits best with you, and go from there. We can help you out. Send us an email. We're more than happy to help in any way we can. Join us every Monday night for our virtual Pigeon Club. Got a lot of great people giving great advice, talking things out. It's a great place. You're here now. Great. Join us again next Monday. Follow along our little racing season. And yeah, it's a great way to start. Get your research in. Jason Alex says, anytime I go to a breeder, I pick the birds not for sale. Sometimes I don't sell them though. But yeah. Lucky Lou did send us some photos on an email on a little. You want me to show the roof idea, Ryan, or you want to leave that for tomorrow? You want to go to bed?
No, you can show it if you want. Sure.
Okay. Well, give me a minute here.
I hope it's not. I hope it's not vicious.
Well, it's a little Game of Thrones-ish. I'm not gonna lie. Let me pull it up here. So Lucky Lou said what his idea is. And I wonder if anybody out there has the same type of contraption, but to put on the roof line so the birds don't land on the roof. It's a little dangerous to me. However, here we go. Anybody have this on their roof line of their loft? It looks like little spikes or something.
Yeah.
Hopefully you guys can see it.
They
Show you
look
another
okay.
one there.
You see them under bridges a lot. The problem is the birds will go on the opposite side of them and just sit on the roof. You got to have something a lot higher, not high, at least a foot or two high, to stop them from going on the opposite side of the roof. Remember, you think you're smart, you're stupid. Pigeons are 5 times smarter, and they will show you that. And the pigeons will even land in between that. I've seen pigeons in bridges walk between the spikes. You know what? They learn. Rhythm is a dancer. That's what Snap said. Back to you, Leah.
TMCC says, Ryan and Leah, thank you for all your hard work. Me and my son have learned a lot from Ryan. Our birds are flying great. Oh, that's great. Ryan keeps it real.
Good job.
Yes.
Keep
Ryan does.
pushing. Push, push, push. You push hard. Don't stop. And remember, you go to work every day, the birds can go to work every day. Back to you.
Yeah. Speaking of that, we're going to let Ryan and Loft Manager Richard go to bed. It is late there. And again, we're back at it again tomorrow for training at some point. Join us. Do we know? Tomorrow is actually shipping night. I totally forgot. God, it crawls up quickly, doesn't it? Tomorrow we will be basketing for shipping night. Tomorrow night for our race number 6 to Quiberon. Again, we'll be on between 11:30 and noon New York time, wherever that is in your area. Check your time zones. We will show all of our 16 athletes that are going to Wednesday's race. So join us for that. I don't think we're going to do a training show then tomorrow, right? It's just going to be the basketing.
Yeah, I will train them, but I won't show them. I'll show them loading. I'll show them a little bit of treat time, but we're not going to go. We're not going to train them. The other birds will be trained, and yeah,
And
peace and good luck tomorrow.
yeah, definitely. And hopefully we'll be on a little bit maybe earlier tomorrow, Ryan. I'd like to get Loft Manager Richard involved in the handling and in the basketing show and maybe give his thoughts on our group number 1 if he's awake for that. Okay. On
Oh,
that,
he'll be awake. He's making me tired, but guys, you guys have been great tonight. The birds have been great. It's great to have Ricky here. And guess what? He gets to play the game his way.
yeah, with a little input. With a little input from Ryan. Ryan, of course, will be involved 100% all the time as well. They are anyway. Even though Loft Manager Richard has been away, they've been in communication every day, all day. When he's not talking to me or he's not training birds, he's talking to Loft Manager Richard, making moves, giving advice, talking back and forth. So he's always been a part of it. You're just going to see him more on camera from here on in. Okay, Graham Moore says, great show, thanks. Joe says, great show, thanks. Thank you for everything. Thank you guys. Lou says, oh, they are rubber. The spikes are rubber.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah, on that note, thanks for joining us tonight, and we'll see you tomorrow. Leah, that's Ryan, and that's Lafayette Richard. Thanks for flying with us, guys. Bye for now.